All right, so we're back at the sheep farm, and I don't know if I showed you all this. Let's go ahead and get rid of that. I don't know if I showed you this. So here's the shop. All right, we're going to reset this, and the reset point is right around the back of the farm house. So, like I said, I don't remember if I showed you this or not. Truth be told, I'm doing this map video in several segments and recording it over several days. So I don't remember what I've told you and what I haven't. So here's our Jeep. This is our reset point. So we picked the Jeep so that we have an open cab. If for some reason we have to go in cab to look around, we still have a nice view. But we will try to drive, for the most part, out of cab for everyone's ability to look around in the map. This thing is also very well at getting around, so hopefully we won't get stuck. I'm going to zoom way out as far as I can. And we're going to come out here to the main road. We've already went north, so let's go this way, and let's go to that farm right up the road here, field 21, and check it out. Then we'll run down and we'll check out Suncor Energy. We'll run over to Wilson Stables and kind of work our way around the Iowa side of the map. And then we'll go across the river, go across the Mississippi into the Wisconsin side, and check that out. Alright, so here we are. This is just another farm scattered around. There's no animals here. This is just a farm. I don't know what that flag is. Got a nice little farmhouse here. What is up? Here we go. Garage door is open. Okay. We have fuel. We have a barn. This is just a storage barn. We can bring some things in here. Oops, we've got a floating fire extinguisher. Alright. So I've seen this barn over at Serenity Valley. This is where the grain dump was on Serenity Valley. On this map, it's just a barn. Nothing special going on there. The gate opens. Looks like this farm has some horses. But it's not necessarily a sell point. There's no trigger there. There's no triggers around any of this. This is all just pure decoration. This is just a decorative farm. There's no triggers here to sell anything. So you could come in here and store bales in here. Here is a water point. You can get water out of this, I suspect. Let me check. I'm wrong. You cannot get water out of that. Okay, so don't even think about it. Again, this is just storage. This is just decoration. There's no actual functions here. Let's go ahead and open this on up. Storage. So you could take use of this farmer's storage buildings if you wanted to. Again, our light switches turn on. These are some bright lights, I'll tell you that. Now, looky here. This isn't one of our animal farms. This is just a random farm out in the middle of the country. We've got a repair trigger here. These doors work. Okay. Got some cool Iowa license plates from the ages gone by. Can we get up in here? Got a little loft up here. Alright. A little storage closet. Let's go ahead and open that up. So that's this little farm. Pretty cool, I think. Let's see here. Alright. So that way is just the edge of the map. Let's go this way and head down to Suncor Energy. Again, huge ditches. Be very, very careful. You're not going to be cutting through the fields to get to other parts of the map. Look how these fields are cut by this this river or drainage ditch or whatever. So here's Suncor Energy. We have a four-way intersection. Got a nice business sign, big old American flag. Looks like that sign lights up at night. So I saw, there we got more cornfields. So I saw this on the video of the guy, the author, giving a tour, and I thought this was really cool. So this is a scale, and then he parked up under this thing. And did he do anything? Oh. So you hit O, and you'll see this. See the thing lowering there? O. It's going back up. So it's marked as a probe. So he called it a grain probe. Oh, look, it retracted. Let's see that again. So you see it extending. So he called this a grain probe. I don't know really what it does. Maybe it detects the moisture in the grain. Maybe it detects how deep the grain is. I don't know. I would think it would detect the moisture. Let's see what this sign says. Wait for a signal before proceeding. So we have a weighable scale here. So this particular sell point only accepts corn. You see the sign in, so you go in this way. Big old loopy-loop to loop on around. We've got a barricade, so we can't get to that side. We can only go in this way. So we come in here and we dump. And I'm guessing those doors don't open. Let's go ahead and check. Yeah, they don't look like they open. And then we would loop on around. And there's the scale to weigh on our way out. So we weigh in, we weigh out, so we know how much grain we dumped in. We get our sales ticket, and we're off to make some money. All right, let's again. That's the edge of the map. Let's go this way. And let's head up here and look at this church. Now, on the map tour that the map author did, the church has a little issue where sometimes the texture goes black. he said. So we'll have to see if we have that occur here or not. So we have a simple country church here with a parking lot. It's starting to flicker a little bit, like the light, like the sun shading is doing something. We got our power lines going into the church. That's pretty cool. Here's some more grain bins that we can store into. There's a large field of grass. So this road, let's go ahead and look down here. Road closed ahead. It looks like something's blocking us off here. Okay, it says road closed to through traffic. Let's go ahead and going around here. Look at those big old trees. So the map author did say that there were some areas of the map that were not yet developed. This is looking like maybe one of those areas that's not quite developed yet. Yeah, look. Let's see. Let's get down in here. So yeah, you see over there, there really isn't any trees or anything over there. So I would say this area is not really developed at this point. It will be further refined in version 3, which will be the final release. But instead of having people drive through here like I'm doing, obviously, he's put a sign in there, basically said road closed. But there are plans for this area, this windy road down to the river. Looks like there's a bridge, a land bridge over here to this other area. Okay. Alright. So I'm going to get back to the church and then we'll further our tour from there. Alright, so we made it back to the church, and let's turn around here. It's kind of a dead end down here by the Wilson stables, but we should go ahead and explore that area. See what we got going on down here. Again, the area directly ahead of us we've already taken a look at, and that's where there was a big sign that says the road's closed, and we went on past that, and it's obviously an area that's still under development for version 3. We do have a plane flying up in the sky there, you can see off in the distance. We've got another one of these storage bins here. So we have another user farm. Again, this is just an arable farm. It is not a farm that would be that would have animals, but it is basically a farm that we could use to store crops in. We could use to store equipment in and whatnot. I think this map would be a really cool multiplayer map with all of these random farms scattered about. Let's check. Is this a any type of a storage tank? Let's get out and see this. This may be a water tank or a fuel tank. Looks like it's fuel, given the fuel pump. Let me get rid of that. Someone appears to have left the light on. I don't think we've already been here, have we? No, we haven't been here. There we go. Wait. Oh, that light appears to always be on. Big old storage building. We've got a farmhouse again. I suspect these roll up. They do. So we have working gates here. So it's not an overly big farm, but again, it is a farm that allows you to bring in and store equipment. Where's the button? That door doesn't appear to work. There's water. And once again, every farm has a shop, and in every shop is a repair kit. Again, it's a mobile customization shop and seasons repair. And what would a farm shop be without signs scattered around? Let's go ahead and open up our gate. Explore some more areas here. Alright, so let's get down here to the stables, which is a hay, straw, and grass sell point. Let's take a look at this sign here. Wilson Stables. I love the logo there with the horse. Got an animated horse back there. I don't know if you can see. You can see his tail wagging. There's his head moving. We have a typical horse barn here. There should be the trigger for hay, straw, and grass sales. These doors are a bit tall. Either that or I am a super short farmer. Whoops, we've got a... that door doesn't seem to work. That's okay. Like I said, this is still beta. It's good enough for gameplay. It's definitely good enough for gameplay. That's for sure. And here we have a nice... look at all this grass over here that we can mow. Here we have a house that's overlooking the river. And again, this map is full of details because the gates, the doors on the garage here open. On the detached garage, the gates open on the attached garage. Well, you're probably not supposed to be going in the house. But, at any rate, we can get inside the house from there. Let's go around back and take a look at this great view over the Mississippi River. And the story that the map author tells is that, so this is, down there we had the Wilson horse farm. The theory is that this is the estate house for the Wilson horse farm, and directly where my monocle, the center monocle is, according to the map author, on the Wisconsin side is the Wilson Transport Company. So the guy that owns this owns a transport company, and is basically overlooking his overlooking the river and overlooking his business. You can see from here we have a nice nice shot of a river crossing. It looks like a train crossing. So head on back and see if we can't find a road that crosses the river. I think we're gonna have to go double back all the way to the church. So when I come right back, we'll be back at the church. So now we made it back to our church. Let's go ahead and jump on the main road here and see about if we can't head over to the river. So we're going to jump in car in first person view because this road kind of winds and goes down a tree lined road. So at first I thought we had a downed tree, but we just got some misplaced bushes here. No big deal. We've got really great road signage. You just saw the road turn here. We've got a downgrade sign. We've got a right turn notice. So the map author in his video wanted to point out that every tree on the map is cuttable. I'm not going to do that, but he pointed out that even these oak trees are cuttable, and this tree-lined road would look really great with seasons in the spring and the autumn. So we're coming to kind of an opening, so let's go ahead and jump back out, and there we've got the river. We've kind of got a side river. I don't know what they call that, maybe a canal. I don't know what that would be called. But we're going to actually turn left and head south and cross the river over to the other side and make our way up north, explore that side of the river, and then cross back over the only other river crossing, and then kind of double back to Pioneer Grain and whatnot, and then finish at the shop and the horse farm, or not shop and the animal buy point. So let's jump in and turn down this road, and we'll jump back out of cab again. So we've got a train track that's running along the road here, running along the river, and I really think it would be awesome. And I don't think it's in here because I haven't seen it in my map exploration yet. But I really think it would be awesome if there was a non-user train in here, kind of like an animated train that would periodically drive along the tracks along the river with several loads, a whole big line of grain cars filled with corn. I think that would be really cool overall. So we've got a what looks like an abandoned gas station here, an abandoned Texaco. Let's go over here and take a look at that. That's pretty cool. We got a couple rundown Texaco pumps here. Obviously these don't work. They've been long rusted shut or locked up. So we've got here, this is another cool area that I'm just going to explore real quick. Road closed, okay? Well, according to the author, this area down here is going to be an area of future expansion with respect to what I think is industry. So all along this area is not developed. It's undeveloped land, if you will. You see the railroad tracks currently end, decorations on all that end and such not. So I thought that was, we got something floating up there in the sky. Might be a road sign. But I thought this was a really cool idea, again, to have areas marked out for expansion that haven't really been developed yet, and have them blocked off by simple road closure signs. That was a really cool idea, I thought. So I wanted to point that out. Alright, so let's go ahead and get across the river here and explore what I believe is the Wisconsin side. So we have the Mississippi River. Sign there saying that we are going over the river. Just go ahead and take a look at that. I really do like the the water texture that he's got here. You can see this is the shipping lane. So we go from a two-lane road to a single-lane road with a big span. And we says, "Welcome to Wisconsin, Crawford County." Got a sign that's fallen down. So now we are on the Wisconsin side of the Mississippi River. So again, that area is blocked off, probably future expansion. We've got a train track here. So this is pretty much the only way to go, is to take this on-ramp, if you will, to get onto to this divided highway. So let's move on up here. And what we're going to do is we're going to take this road here off to the left and meander up to these fields, and then come back down and check out all of the industry on that side of the map. So this says Hanuman Forestry Products. So let's go ahead and check on in here. Uh-oh. Be nice if those gates swung the other way. They seem to swing towards you an awful lot. We got fuel, we got a rundown building, another little storage shed, and road off into the distance. And it looks like this is a road that goes up into the woods. So we're not going to go up through there. We're going to go ahead and go up this other road. So we're going to take a windy on road up here, take the windy road over to these fields that are on the other side of this ridge line. Whoa. Alright, we need to obviously pay a little bit more attention to the road. Let's jump on into first person so we can see where we're going a little better. This is a very windy road, lots of elevation changes and slope. I could see difficulty bringing a bale trailer down off of this. Alright, so let's just zoom out a little bit and we'll take a look. We've got fields all up and down. The only thing that's up and down this whole row is fields. I don't know if it's really worth bothering to drive up and down the road there. So we'll just go ahead and go this way. You see the shape of this field is very, very organic. From the standpoint of it kind of wrapping and flowing around this this dip in the I guess ravine. valley. I don't know what you want to call it. Let's let's not do that. Yeah, let's get out and look down through here. Whoa. So you can see, other than the floating tree there, you can see the road or the land really dips into a valley and probably winds its way all the way down to the river. So the field up here really organically flows around around that. Where's our Jeep? Our Jeep is this way. I hear our Jeep. There it is. So that's a realistic aspect of this map. Basically, you're dealing with all kinds of terrain. We've got a just a random fuel tank up here to support your farming operations, and we can see a little bit down there. We can see actually over the river, over to the Iowa side of the map from up here. Alright, so it looks like, according to the PDA, we're going to have quite a windy road to get down, so we might as well go into first person to aid in our driving down here. So I hope you all appreciate the splitting this up into two videos. I've been doing this. Let's take a look at this. This rock cliff and the tree growth. That's really awesome. That's really awesome. So I've been recording this this map video in little segments, and started piecing it together before I had finished recording everything. And I realized that I wasn't really halfway done the video, and I was already at which way should we go? Let's go north and see if we can get to this Hanuman Forest Products. So I wasn't even halfway done the video, and I realized that we were over an hour. So I thought it might be a benefit to segment the video up into parts. So we put out the first part, and then the second part is soon going to follow after that on the same day, so you'll be able to watch both parts back to back, basically. Imagine bringing a log trailer full of logs down this road. Man, you'd really want to take your time on that. So, Hanuman's Forest Products. Kind of a beat up sign. We gotta go this way. So this is Hanuman's Forest Products. What does it say? This is a working log mill, protective equipment. So here's our. We haven't seen too many pine trees in the map so far, and these look kind of custom. They don't have a lot of limbs on them down low. They only have limbs up high. They're not like the standard farm sim pine trees. Oh, here we got one that's like been broken off. That's pretty cool. So let's see if we have triggers. We do. Okay. So like, remember I said this map does not have trigger markers down. So this is where your sell point for wood chips and your log sell point are right here. And I know the guy that did the map, he basically said in a video that the version 3 of the map will have a more extensive lumber operation. That in version 2 he basically just put in the basics in order to provide It's something for people that did want to do forestry. The ability to cut down trees and sell the logs and wood chips. But in version 3 of the map, basically there was going to be additional production, probably additional functional sawmills and whatnot. So this is probably just winding around to more forested area. Oh, okay. I also saw in a video where he talked about this being there was supposed to be a house that's going to be going here. It's not in yet, but obviously it will overlook the river valley here. This gives you a really good representation of the the river being the lowest point on the map, and then everything, all the farmland is up on a plateau or up on a rise on either side of the river. All right, so let's get on down there to the Wisconsin side of the river, into the town area. So again, you can see we passed a custom road sign that had the steep grade. From what I understand, there will be a road sign pack that will be coming out that will include all of the road signs that are in the map, and I think there's some even more road signs that are going to be made and included in a update. Let's see here. All right, there is no sell point that way. Let's back up and go into town, and let's see if we can run a couple red lights, get a couple tickets. Whoa, I can't see. Can't see. Crop production services. This appears to currently be just a placeholder. Nothing in particular here. It does look like I haven't seen this building before though. It looks like either a building that's been blowed up and rescaled to make it appear as if it's a different building, or it is a different model entirely. We've got a fuel depot here, gas station. And we've got a soccer field, or an athletic field of some sort there. Here's a school. Let's take a look and see what this school says. It wouldn't doubt me if this isn't a real high school. Or a real school that is in the area. Alright, let's jump the curb here. And I guess we'll continue on this way and then come down Main Street. We're crossing a tributary into the Mississippi River. junction with East and West 18, Route 18. Alright, so let's, we've got a sell point coming up here, so let's go ahead and check out that. Here we have Miller's Feed and Seed. Can we get to there from here? I don't think we can get to there from here. Must have been able to get to there from the other side. Oh, here we got a red light, red light, red light. Oh no. Oh, darn it. I got a ticket. Oh wait, here's another red light. Oh look, I got a pass. Here's another red light. Oh no, I got a ticket. So as you can see, you get tickets if you run red lights. This is a really nice building. I've never seen that model. I don't recall seeing that model before. Aspen Creek Marketplace. Looks like a grocery store. Looks like they sell, they'll buy your eggs. Over here. Let's see what we got over here. We got another sell point over here. We got Wisconsin Bank and Trust. Let's see what this is. It's nothing. Let's see what this is. Spinnery. So here's your wool. Supposing you drop it off here at the back door. Yep. So you bring your wool to the back door here to sell your wool. Alright, let's see if we can't get to this Miller Feed and Seed from another angle. Oh, here we go. Miller's Feed and Seed. Okay. So here we can, here we have a sell point for bales, as well as a fill point for seed and fertilizer. So let's see what Miller Seed and Feed take. So Miller Seed and Feed will buy your bales, like I said, and they'll buy wood chips here. And then there's a fill point here for seed and fertilizer. Seed, fertilizer, seed. Just in case you didn't know, this is where you get your seed. Alright. So let's let's move on down the move on back. We'll go back across this way. I'm going to jump into first person so I can look at this a little bit better. Alright, we're going to come back down to the guess we'll go this way, and then this is kind of the back way. We've got a firehouse right there. The End Zone Bar and Grill. Got a nice little little town here. Got a barbershop, financial place, flowers. So right now there's a little bit of a texture issue. Napa Auto Parts. Right now there's a little bit of a texture issue with. Let me check something, guys. I think there might be a problem with my streetlights. I think I might be missing a something being activated. So I'll be right back. Alright, sorry about that. So I wanted to check on something, and there's a there's a required mod that basically deals with check this out. There's the Wisconsin Eagles logo on the diner. So there's a mod that basically deals with these traffic lights, and you see they're red lights everywhere. I'm not really sure what's going on. You can just ignore those messages. But basically, there is a mod that needs to be in the mods folder called amp something, amp Leon or something like that. And it's in the mods folder. It's activated, and that's what's supposed to control the streetlights. But the streetlights aren't working. Oh wait, are they working now? Let's see here, those are green. Oh, they might be working now. Where's mine? There we go. Alright. We got a McDonald's here. We've got all kinds of fun. We've got an abandoned industry. Somebody went out of business. Melissa Sample is the realtor. That's pretty cool. It's pretty neato, I have to say. We have another sell point here. Let's swing on in. We'll have to swing in around here and go on through. And I guess we would have to well, we can't really go that way because that's blocked off. Guess we would have to swing around and come out this way. And then go how we want to go. That's probably the way it's supposed to work. So remember I talked to you about the Manning house that was up on the hill? So let's figure out how to get into here. So here's Manning Transportation. I gotta swing back around and find this again. So we probably need to go in here and swing around. So Manning Transportation is in the mods pack. There is a Mack semi truck that has a Manning Transportation logo on the door, and there is a Tempeh. I want to say Tempeh, it might not be the right pronunciation, but there's a Tempeh trailer that also has the Manning logo on it. And here's basically Manning Transportation. So you could role play that you were had hired Manning Transportation or whatever to transport your grain, and you'll have a Manning Transportation Tempeh trailer. And you'll see Manning Transportation on the Mack truck. Looks just like this, I think. Is this a Mack? Nope, this is a Western Star. So it's a Mack. It's in the store. Let's look at it. So we'll lease it, and we'll see it when we get to the shop here in a little bit. We'll go ahead and lease this so you can see that. That's pretty cool. So that's pretty much the Wisconsin side. We are going to find our way up to the bridge and make our way across, and I'll join you once we are getting across the river. Alright, so we made it over here to the northern bridge, and we're going to make our way back across the Mississippi River into Iowa. Again, we've got the sign here, "Welcome to Wisconsin, Crawford County," and on this side it says "Welcome to Iowa." fields of opportunity. And as we come down in here, we'll have the welcome to McGregor, Iowa, city of McGregor. So let's make our way north here and check out the dealer and the animal dealer. Again, we've got this wonderful street network. We've got turns, very indicative of a small town or a small city. We do have some flashing on the sidewalks. That is a known issue with the map, and the map author is looking to correct that. So we don't get any more red speeding tickets. We're going to wait for the green light. So right here we have the John Deere dealer ship. So this is where we would buy our vehicles and pick them up. And in fact, earlier we purchased a couple of the included mods in the mod pack. We purchased the truck and the trailer here that are branded with the Manning Transportation logo. So we have Manning Transportation Mac and the Manning Transportation Tempe trailer. So if you wanted to do some role play, you could do so with those trailers, as if you had hired them out to do your grain transport. And there aren't any zone markers, but right here is the trigger for the sell point or the customization point here at the shop. And then right next door we have our animal dealer. And to purchase your animals, let's go ahead and take a look. So you come right up here to this chute and hit R, and there you can buy your animals. If you want to have them delivered, you can just buy them or sell them. Or if you want to roll up a trailer and load them up, you would want to back up here to this chute and do that. I wonder if these doors work. Alright, these doors don't appear to work. I didn't think they would work, but just checking. See if this gate works. Probably not. Nope. Okay. So we've got our animal dealer here, and we've got some static cows in here. Looks like we might have some static sheep also in the building. And then we have, we've seen this building on a few other American maps or American style maps. We've got, this is where you would sit down and you would kind of auction and buy your particular animals. And then of course you've got the holding pens back there. So the farmer's market here is really just decoration. It's not serving any purpose. There aren't any triggers there. It would be cool if there was a way to sell something there. Maybe a maybe if the map had some greenhouses, it would be cool if you could sell your fruit there. That would be pretty neat, I think. So in here behind the area, we've got kind of a river, that a little creek that flows into the Mississippi, I'm sure. Across the way, we've got Tractor Supply Shop, but again, it's just static. It's not doing anything other than providing realistic feel to the area. It's this nice road that curves around, and let's see if we can zoom out here and get a nice no, we can't. Let's just look here, get a nice overlook of the river, kinda. There's the moon making its way out now that we are in around 8:30 in the evening. So these houses probably have some pretty nice insurance rates with respect to flood coverage, given where they are here next to the river. But it is a very nice looking neighborhood. What town would not be complete without its Dollar General? We got ourselves an Applebee's. There is a here's the police station, Wendy's, and there was a firehouse over here somewhere. It's across from the big big American flag. All right, let's make our way this way. See if we can't where are we going now? Alright, that's not the direction we want to go. Oh, we even have a Coors Light billboard as we're coming into town. Alright, as I figure out how to get a little further south to these two grain bins, and I'll be right back. Alright, so I figured out where I need to go to get to these sell points. It turns out I just need to go this way. I was looking at the PDA thinking I didn't have a way over the over that little waterway, but it's right over this bridge. And these are the last two sell points on our little tour here. So the first one we'll go to here is the one on the right. And what we need to do is we need to basically come down the hill here. And here's where we dump. And then we'll need to swing around and squeak through here. And then back on up and out. And then the last sell point is right over here. You just need to swoop in here to the Pioneer Green storage. Now this says storage. So we go in there and that's it. So it says storage, but it is a, oops, it is definitely a sell point, Pioneer Grain. So let's take a look at this place in a little bit more detail, just to make sure that we got this figured out. Yep, this is indeed the sell point. So I want to thank you guys for watching. If you liked this video, please click the like button. If you haven't subscribed yet, please go ahead and consider subscribing. We do map videos every Tuesday and Thursday. We also will be starting a 24-day Let's Play series on Churn Valley. We've already put the first few episodes out on that. Encourage you to also check out some of the YouTube guys in my description. They're all great YouTube content producers. And lastly, I want you to see if you consider checking out PCSG, which is a really great web community, as well as the Three Dudes Gaming Network. So until next time, guys, happy farming.